Hi, welcome to the video series uh, of our channel. This basically helps you in making passive income. Uh, the main goal of this video is to help a person build wealth passively in the comforts of his AC room sitting at home. With this video, you can earn a minimum of 400 to 500 rupees per day, and you can trade larger amounts and make much more. For example, 4,000, 4 lakhs even, depending upon your risk appetite. Disclaimer is that this video is only for educational purposes. This The risks that you take in the stock market are your own, and we are not to blame for that. What is our strategy? Now, the strategy is basically we have come out with this after a lot of hard work and a lot of analysis and a lot of personal trades which I have made through my own hard-earned money, and I made a few losses, of course, but I've also made a lot of gains in a very short amount of time. Um, what I would like to add to this is I basically use Zerodha, which you can see for yourself. Uh, why I use it is the first reason why I'm asking you to use this is basically, first of all, I use it personally, and secondly, it has very minimal charges. For example, 0.03% of your trade will be charged, which is about some paise, or rupees 20, whichever is lower. If you want to open an account, you can find the link below. So let's start with this video. What I've opened is basically, this is a chart of Titan, which you can see. So there are two ways in which you can trade. One is CNC and the other is MIS. Now the only thing between the two in intraday is that in both cases you will have to pay the same amount of brokerage fees, but in case of MIS you get a 10x margin. I personally do not use MIS because I do not like to take leverage. Okay. Also, what you see in a stock when you trade before is that whether it's what is the overall trend of the market, whether the market is bearish, whether the stocks are falling, or whether the trend is bullish. So that you can see, you can go ahead and you can see in case of Nifty whether the Nifty chart is bullish or whether the Nifty chart is bearish. You can just like this. You can go ahead and you can click on the Nifty chart and see the way I've opened Titan. Okay. Usually when I do intraday, I like to trade on a 15-minute chart, which you can see over here. This is a 15-minute chart, and I like to cross confirm with a 5-minute chart, as in, because there's a lot of noise in the smaller time frames because of sudden trade, and for example, if someone just suddenly sells and suddenly buys, so it's much better to trade on a 15-minute chart and not rely on the shorter time frames because they have a lot of noise in them. Okay, so what are the three indicators which I use? The three indicators which I use are the VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price, the central pivot point theory or the central pivot point standard, which you can go and check and click here. If you click on the indicator button, you see that there are a lot of technical indicators. What I like to use is the MACD, as you can see here, and the pivot point standard, and last but not the least, the VWAP, which is the heart of this entire video, of course, in confirmation with the pivot points. Now what is the VWAP? Now the VWAP is basically, VWAP is not an indicator. Don't call it as an indicator because it does not show a lag. For example, if there is a stock which is going to fall, the MACD will show you as a bearish crossover after some time. It won't show you at that particular point of time when you should take a trade. So that is why we basically like VWAP. You can also trade without using a MACD. You can trade with a VWAP also. What is a VWAP in short is basically when a stock is trading over the VWAP acts like a cushion and acts like a resistance to the downward movement of the stock. Of course, the stock can break down, but till you get certain signals, the stock won't come down. Also, if the stock is trading below the VWAP, you get it acts. When it trades over the VWAP, it acts like a support, and when it trades below the VWAP, it acts like a resistance to the upward movement of the stock. This is true in maximum number of cases. However, there are a few exceptions. For example, if there is some sort of market news or operator related issues, it might not follow this particular theory. Okay. Now, what we need to look for first is we need to concentrate on the Japanese candle. What I've opened is basically a Japanese candlestick. You can also open Heiken Ashi, or there are multiple others. For example, hollow candles, etc. I personally use Japanese candles, or in other trades I use in Heiken Ashi also. So this thing, you can see here that this is a bullish candle, which means, see, there are two candles, one is a green and one is red, as you can see clearly. If it's a green candle, it's bullish. Bullish means that the stock is going to go up, in simple words, and if it's red, it's going to go down. A candle has multiple parts. You can see here that there is this solid bar and there are two things which are below and above. These are called as wicks, or the legs of the candle. Okay. In case of a bullish or a green candle, basically the highest point here is basically the close of the candle, and here is basically the opening of the candle, which is ulta in case of a red candle. The red candle opens here and closes here because the price is coming down. Now, what does this whole thing mean is that this upper wick, the upper limit of the upper wick, what you can see here is basically, this tells you the upper price limit, and the lower border of the lower wick tells you the lower price. So, for example, look at this candle here. This candle over here tells you that there is an upper price rejection, and as you can see clearly, after this the whole thing is falling down. It's falling down like a pack of cards. Here you can see that you can also call this as a gravestone doji, or you can call it as an inverse hammer, but here clearly there is an upper price rejection because of which the stock has fallen down, come to this level, and then it is reversed up. Okay. Now, having seen this, understood this, you also need to know a few points about candles. I'm also going to make a video of candlestick. You can see in this picture certain things. So this is a bearish candle. From the arrow you can see that this is the opening of the candle. This line is the VWAP, the blue line, and this is the close. The long legs which you can see, the long legs, these are the legs of the candle, and this is the. So as you can see that this is a strong bearish candle. Why is it a strong bearish candle? Because the body is much more than the wicks of the candle. Okay. This is how you trade in VWAP, meaning to say that the candle has decisively breached. You can see that a larger chunk of the body is below the VWAP. That means that the candle is prepared for a down movement. However, you wait for the second candle. Now, in the first candle, you take this as the first candle. This has closed below the VWAP. So that is the first indication, the first confirmation. The second confirmation is for the second candle. You wait for the second candle. If the second candle also closes below the VWAP, that means that there is going to be a downturn, and as you can see, it's fallen down, and it's a large price movement. Coming back to the video. So this is how. Now see, now what we did here is that you see this candle again, it has closed over the VWAP. If you see, this has basically closed above the VWAP. This candle, this one, it's closed above the VWAP. So that this is an indication that it might go up. Also, now you need to understand that this is not as you cannot take a trade only based on VWAP if you want to be very sure of yourself. If you want to take a risk, you can do that, but what I do just to be very sure is I look at the pivot point. This black line is the central pivot point, and as you can see, this has clearly breached it. See this this is the pivot point, and it's breached it. That means that there is definitely going to be an up move, and as you can see, this candle has shown an up move. Now you have to be cautious when there is an up move, meaning to say that what sort of a target would you keep. Now the main reason why I include the pivot points is because they help you as keep a sort of a target and a stop loss. Now the stop loss would be obviously the close of the close of the previous candle, and the target which I like to keep is this. What is this? This line here is basically the historical previous resistance that the stock had faced in the past. And as you can see, there are multiple areas where it had come here, come down. It had reached there and it had faced a lot of rejection in that area. And here, that is what has happened. You had a trade from 844 to almost 857, which is almost a 15% up move in just a matter of 30 minutes. That's a great amount of money which you can make in 30 minutes only. So you can imagine that the amount, if you put 15,000, 15% of that, you know what you're earning. So this is the point where you put the target. And as you can see, the next candle is bearish and it is collapsed. This is how I trade. Now this can also be applied for shorting, and also see, now what I showed you is that you have to take a trade at this candle. Now also, if you see below, the MACD is showing you a buy signal. Why? How is the MACD showing you a buy signal? If blue over red, buy. If red over blue, sell. Now exactly at this point, you see the MACD showing you a buy signal. So you take a trade here, safely play through the trade. After watching it, see, every candle is 15-minute candle. So now this 15-minute and the next 15 minutes. When this next 15 minutes is going to get over, check with what is the historical resistance and the support. Now if it's an up move, obviously you check for resistance, not the support. Now if it's broken out of this also resistance also, obviously I would expect it to go to this R2. However, it has to breach the historical resistance, which is this line. But it has not. So I would like to keep a target here. Let's not be too greedy when you trade, because the more greedy you are, the less money you make and the more losses you suffer. Okay. Now let's go back and see what is the sell trade like. Now if you would look at this, actually you should have taken a trade here. Why here? Because after facing multiple rejections as a support, the candles are completely bouncing off, but this candle here, it has decisively crossed the VWAP, and then you can see that the candle has collapsed to the extent of this level. So this is 842, and you sold. Even if you take the close of this, or if you take the second candle, because it has breached the support, the previous support, that is R2, you see that it is 867. So 867, and this is 842, 843. So that's again a massive amount of wealth which you can make. You can calculate what it's like. 870 or 860, for example, let's take it 867. That's the lowest point. 867 minus this 841. So that's almost like 20 bucks of a trade. Okay. Now if you would have noted, the MACD showed a sell signal here, which it should have shown here. So that is why, to be very sure, see, it has shown a sell over here, but actually this becomes a little risky, because if by chance the candle does not cross it, like for example here it is bounced off, you get nervous and then you lose money. So it's better to look at the MACD. For example, even if over here it's still showing a sell signal, so you don't have to worry about that. As long as the MACD is showing a sell signal, you can short, and you can confirm with the VWAP and the central pivot point theory. What central pivot point theory? You can see this red line, which had basically acted like a support to this candle, to this candle. This candle has breached it, and once it's breached it, it has reached here, and then it's fallen like a pack of cards, and you've made a lot of money in that. So this is how I trade, and as you can see, there was a profit of about 15%. However, you need to be very cautious while doing this, because in intraday they say get in quick, get out faster. So you cannot linger around and say that I entered the trade because this candle looked, this sort of a candle looked very promising, and after that I lost money because of my bad luck. There's nothing like bad luck. You have to be very smart, and you have to technically keep on watching the candle until you hit your target. So this is how I trade. Lastly, I would like to speak a little bit about MACD. Like I've already told you, you see this is basically the histogram. So this is the bars. They tell you about the volume. Any trade taken, see, they basically tell you that this, you can see, they don't tell you about the volume. This is basically what sort of sellers and buyers are there, whether they're increasing, decreasing, what it is. As I told you, red over blue, sell, blue over red, sell, buy. So also one more thing to look at is, you see here, you see there is a lot of volume which is there. When I took this trade, there was a lot of volume. Otherwise it was all flat. Here the entire volume was flat, but here you can gradually see that the volume was increasing. And this is why the VWAP helps, because it is a volume weighted average price. The volume, it also tells you about the volume, whether it's increasing, if it's increasing, that means if there is a shorting, that means that the sellers are showing interest and they're shorting, they're selling of the stock. If you see a buying interest, that means that the buyers are interested. For example, here the buyers are interested and the stock has gone above the VWAP, made a decent amount of money for the person, whoever has invested, and again it's come back. So this is how I trade. Okay, last I would like to show you, this is the trade which I took on the 14th of May. I would like to share a little bit of profits which I gained. Not a large amount of profit, but a decent amount of profit for a day. So it's basically approximately 650 bucks which I made sitting at home in the AC, in my AC room, and having a nice cup of coffee. So this is something which you guys can also do, and please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and I'm very sure that we'll come out with more such videos in which we help you trade better and make wealth for yourself. And also we would also make more sort of videos in which you understand technical analysis in a very lucid and a very simple way. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Happy trading and all the best.